Hey folks, happy welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. In this episode I'm going to work at my gsx-r 750 Srad from 98. So I had some nice ride with the bike. The new levers are great, really good feel, but now I just noticed because of the shortage the brake has really long way. So because she's gonna get a new tire, I decided to rebuild the complete front brake system, of course with the new pads and with new oil, because the brake fluid has been replaced after when I bought the bike, and then I had been rebuilt the real brake, so I have no issue with that. But now it's time for the new one, and it has a lot of parts, and most importantly these are the pins which are holding the pads. And what is in the bike, it's really old. Now it cannot see, but when I can open it up it will be visible. This pin, it's almost half gone, so it's really scared me now. So that's why I'm gonna get a new complete set, complete rebuild, so it's gonna be nice and firm again. So a lot of things to do. Let's get started. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off the calipers, take out the brake pads and everything, and pump out a little bit both sides the pistons, and then loose up all the bolts as long as the caliper on the place, so I'm not gonna have any problem later on. So this is what I'm going to do first: take off both sides of the calipers, remove the brake pads, pump out the pistons, and loose up all the bolts. So let's do it. Well, one side is off already, and these are the brake pads, and it's a really good shape actually. To compare with the new one, they are not that bad. So I guess it's my lucky day, so I don't have to replace the brake pads, which is good news. Then I'm gonna have a little bit longer, some extra, but these definitely needs a nice clean. And as you can see, the rubbers are out, so that's why it needs to be rebuilt. So let's get lost at another side as well, and then let's go further with the job. And this is the old pin next to the new one, so as you can see it's really worn down already. Well, it's not a surprise, the bike is over 100,000 kilometers, and I guess nobody did been replacing it. So now it's time has arrived to do it for sure, for safety, everything. So let's keep going. So now both calipers are off and one banjo bolt is out, and as you can see it's really dirty. So probably it's kind of the same like it was in the Kawasaki. So then I may gonna take off the complete line and clean everything, even the top side. We'll see that later, but first finish these two. Now the calipers are off, and then you can see this yellow white things. These are bisulfites, and a lot of places where the rubbers are turned around, the seals, and that's can cause the problem because the piston gonna stuck in one place and the rubber does not let it move properly, so that's gonna be stuck. And when you hit the brake, that's why the the brake lever distance gonna be longer, because cannot go at the right place and needs to push out again the piston till the brake pads to get attachment. So it's really needed new seals. I hope it's gonna be way better. So now let's take them apart and clean everything. Now I did pick some the culprits out, and as you can see here, one is still in because it's so stuck I couldn't move out with the plier. So I'm going to try with the compress there. I hope I'm gonna succeed. And this is another side, and as you can see, it already has so much dirt built in it. It has logged already the passageway for the brake fluid. it's really messy. So I was lucky when I had brake, I guess. So let's keep it going. There's a lot of build off, and that's even blocking the passageway. Big luck, I guess, has been catched in time without any big problem. Unfortunately, these two are giving me some hard time. I couldn't take them out with the plier, neither with the compress there. So I have to try something different. I haven't really all the front brake pump from a 600. What I'm going to reconnect, put them back together, hold on all the other cylinders and fill up with them with some liquid and try to pump it out, because yeah, it's really hard, really stuck. I don't see other option which could make my life easier, only this one. So let's do it. Now luckily everything out. It was some difficult, but it took some time. Luckily it's done. Now I can start to clean everything and then put them back together with the new O-rings, and it's gonna be a huge difference, that's for sure. Let's keep going. Now the cleaning is progress, and as you can see there are a lot of sulfate build up in the inner parts. I do try to sketch them out, but it's a little bit hard, but yeah, get out a lot, that's for sure. It's definitely gonna have a different action on the pistons, and the rings gonna sit in much better, and the pistons gonna move much more freely, so all the pistons gonna bite at once, so it's gonna be way better. Now the cleaning is complete. The outside I couldn't do completely, but the inner sides are clear. As you can see, there were a lot of build up aluminum sulfide, so I had to sketch them out, but now luckily the rings are gonna fit perfectly, so the next job to put that together and can go back at the bike. So now while the brakes are off, it's much easier to take out the front wheel, so I'm gonna to change the tire, and it's gonna be way easier and faster. Let's get it done. Now the old tire is off already. Out is the old valve, instead the new one already. So quickly just gonna put on the new tire actually, and then balance and can go back to the bike. It's gonna be quick, and just have to look after the marks, the rotation for the tire and for the rim, and then of course the mark at the right place. So let's get it done. Now the wheel is complete. Everything is well, it's balanced, good to go. It's one of the rare situations. I did not remove all the weights. I just let like this, and it was fine. So I'm just gonna put it back as it is, and then it can go back totally the front. And to torque, I have to put back the brake calipers. So that's when it's gonna be complete. I just can torque the front wheel then. So now let's put back the mudguard, and so now the front end is assembled, the wheel is in, the mudguard is back, and the calipers are just hanging on. I still have to torque everything, and I did look up the specification. I was wrong about the fork tight, the extra tight. So first what I have to do is tighten up these two pinch bolts, and then tighten the axle, and then compress the fork up and down a few times, and then tighten these pinch bolts. And that's how I have to adjust the front axle, and that means then it's gonna be proper, I hope. And then gonna fix the calipers, and then just fill up with brake fluid and bleed them. That should be really quick. So let's keep going. Now we're getting close to the finish. The torques are done. Now the pads are missing, the new brake fluid and the bleeding. Now we are really in the finish line. So now the front is done. It still has a long travel, but it's constant, so it goes for the same spot. So I guess it has no air in it. Yeah, it's still a little bit bother me. It has a long travel, but yeah, she's a 25 years old bike. Maybe has been replaced the main pump, and then they put an aftermarket. But yeah, I gonna drive her a little bit and see later. Maybe I'm going to replace the pump as well. So now let's move at the back. Now let's do the rear one. So here is the reservoir. So that means I have to open the side panel. It's like one bolt here and one at the top, and then I'm gonna have access to the reservoir, and then of course at the end at the bleeder. This one has been renewed, the caliper, just like after when I bought it, not so long later, so there should not be any problem. Just refresh the brake fluid, but it does not seem that bad discolored. But yeah, it's 2 years now, so I'm gonna swap it as well. Let's get it done. Now the entire rear is opened up. I have access to the reservoir, and as you can see, it's quite brownish. So yeah, it's need a replacement. Let's get it done. It's gonna be really quick. Now the reservoir is filled with a fresh brake fluid, and I did pump around like 4 or 5 reservoirs. Yeah, it's a little bit darker, as you can see, so it's gonna have probably different feel on the river. And I just have noticed the pads are quite thin, so probably this is the last season for them, and they're going to be replaced end of the season or in the beginning of the next year, we'll see. But yeah, so the real one is well complete. Now I just have to put her back together. Finally she is complete, front and back, and now the best part of the job, go for a test ride and break in the new tire, of course. So really exciting, really excited how it's gonna work. So that's it for the episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, see you in the next one. Bye bye.